Carl here from Games, Brains and Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short, and it's horror movie review time. A good example of how found footage horror can still result in a decent movie, Infernum, comes from writer-director Dutch March. It stars Susie Block, Michael Barbuto, Clinton Roper-Elledge and Sarah Scoffs, blending elements of a mockumentary with classic found footage elements and making sound a focal point of its horror. Infernum isn't perfect, but compared to the non-stop unoriginal rubbish this genre often delivers, it stands out for not only trying to be frightening, but actually managing to be at times. The story revolves around Camille, played by Susie Block, whose parents disappeared while camping. It appears they left their tent having been disturbed by a sudden and mysterious loud noise, a grinding, moaning and deafening noise. When it stopped, they were gone, and Camille has been trying to find out where they went ever since. That is a damn good setup. It is this that Infernum does so well, the mystery elements, setting the imagination aflame with dark and twisted thoughts. 20 years later, Camille is in art school and has been using the mysterious phenomenon that occurred as inspiration for her work, which again I really liked. She is obsessed, planning interviews with others who experienced it at the time, much to her boyfriend Hunter's annoyance, played by Michael Barbuto. Not because, though, he's unsupportive. He is supportive. But because she booked interviews on their anniversary. And because he's a little jealous of all the time she's spending with her filmmaker friend, James, played by Clinton Roper-Elledge.
What exactly is it that you guys are doing?
Someone's doing a live stream of it from a ranch, so we thought we would come and try to capture something or, interview someone.
After an argument, Camilla heads off with James to Nevada, camera in hand, as the phenomenon seems to have started up again. It is too perfect of an opportunity. Even if the pair are forced to take a train, the Northern Nevada Railway tour train specifically, which is a real thing. It is very late, so the train is pretty much deserted, aside from another passenger named Rita, played by Sarah Scoffs, and Hunter, who ends up following her, followed Camille wanting to make up for their argument and spend their anniversary together, which of course then creates tension between him and James. Though that ends up being, of course, the least of their problems though. They fall asleep and wake up to find the train has stopped, the engine is off and they are in a tunnel. The mysterious sound is all around them and things are beginning to get strange on the train. Infernum relies heavily on your own imagination, choosing not to show you much at all and instead asking you to conjure up your own images of what might be going on. Sound is key to the horror of this movie and it is done very well, creating an extremely unsettling atmosphere that wraps around the mind. This is even more impressive when you consider it is a found footage movie. Alongside that, Infernum also has a strong cast with realistic characters, keeping it small so they can be completely in focus. Some of the best scenes are quite simple, such as the awkwardness felt between Hunter and James when they're left alone together. Now, I warn you now, those hoping for in-your-face jump scares or an ending that explains things will come away disappointed. That is not Infernum's way, and I think it's better for it. Its frights come from how thick the atmosphere is and how it makes your mind create images of horror that are beyond reasonable comprehension. If that doesn't make it clear that this is worthwhile watch, nothing will. This ain't for you. I really enjoyed this because I'm a big fan of not always showing me. Tell me something, let my imagination fill in the blanks, especially when, elephant in the room here, what we're dancing around and what the film is dancing around is this the infernal machine? Is this the gates of hell opening up? This is what this sound is? I love that. I love hellscape imagery. I can picture so much and you don't need to show me. You get around so many problems. You get around a budgetary issue. You get around not being capable of matching a viewer's imagination just by saying, you do it. We'll provide you with the tools that will set your imagination going, and Infernum does a great job of that. I think it's well worth checking out. Well worth checking out, especially as it's no secret I have big issues with found footage horror, even more so in these days when nobody seems to learn from mistakes and just continues to pump out the same crap. So the fact that we get something here that is pretty decent, well worth checking out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please help us out by giving us a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. If you really liked what you saw, consider donating to keep the website and channel running by buying us a coffee via our coffee page or picking up some merch from our Big Cartel store. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as via our social media, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, as well as listen to our interviews via SoundCloud, Apple Music and Spotify. Just search for GBHBL. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?